Hello, and welcome to one of the best and coolest Sanctuary Chimps guides of all time. This is going to be a fun one. First, let's start off by placing a dart monkey right over here, as top right as possible, kind of, in such a way that the outside of the range border touches the top side of this part of the track right here. This guy will stay on first. Well, all of the darts stay on first for now. So, yeah. This next dart goes as low as possible with the inside of the right side of the range border touching the outside of that thingy. I don't know what that is. And there should still be a little bit of platform left next to the pond. And the third dart monkey will go right over here as left as possible in such a way that the white highlight around the dart monkey touches that line. And if you've gotten these placements correctly, you should beat round 6, no issues. These placements are fairly difficult, so be prepared to lose a few times. And before round 7, upgrade your middle dart to a 001 long range darts. Even if you messed up your placements slightly, you can still beat round 6, but round 7 is the true test. And then for round 8, set your right dart monkey to last, and then place another dart monkey as top left as possible next to your left one. If you've done this correctly, you should be able to beat round 8. You probably want to place this dart before round 9, but I like to do it mid-round. You want to place it in such a way so that it will be able to hit the middle part right there, because it needs to be able to hit all of those reds to actually win. And then for round 10, if your placements are slightly off, you might need to place the sniper mid-round, so yeah, be ready to do that. And you're going to set this sniper to strong. Because yes, for round 13, you're going to set your sniper to first. You can technically place open in the middle of 13, but it's not needed, and I won't be doing it here. So, before 14, you're going to set your sniper back to strong, and then place open right over here. His placement's kind of important, in such a way that his range border goes through the tip of that little jotty out thingy right there. You should not have to do anything for round 14. And sometimes you won't actually have to do anything for 15 either, but I'd recommend just doing this all the time because it's a lot more consistent. You're going to want to place this druid mid-round right over here as top left as possible. This guy will become one of our 4 druids of the jungle, so yeah, fun. And you're going to upgrade him to a 030 whenever you can. For round 19, there's a good chance that you're going to have to micro your sniper a little bit, so be prepared to do that. And then for 21, use brambles right as the round starts. This is very important because it is needed to beat the round. And then before 22, get your druid to Druid of the Jungle and set it to first. And you're also going to get it to 130 whenever you can afford it. And then for 24, use brambles as soon as the round starts. That should make it hit the camo every time. And then just at some point soon, place a 010 druid right over here. We won't be getting this guy to Druid of the Jungle just yet because we want to get a signal flare for round 33 for that epic decamo. So, you're going to want to place that mortar right over here and upgrade it to a 013. You can get 023 mid-round if you'd like. The place where you put it is incredibly important for round 47. You want it to be targeted in such a way so that the bottom of the circle touches the bottom of that loop right there. If you've done that, you should win. And also use brambles. That is very important because you'll probably miss something. Even if you do all of that and get 023 mid-round, there's also a chance you still die to the round. I don't think that happens too often, but it did happen to me once in testing out of my, like, 5 runs. So who knows. And you can place this Druid now if you'd like, but you don't have to. You don't have to, but I would definitely recommend it. And don't upgrade this guy to Druid of the Jungle mid-round, even though you might want to do that. Just don't. We need it to prevent some RNG on 36. That is the closest the round ever gets. Usually. Unless you have, like, really bad RNG of some kind. And then after 35, get this guy to Druid of the Jungle and set him back to first. And then place another Druid right over here. We'll get this guy to Druid of the Jungle later. 030. And yeah, brambles the camos because you kinda need to do that. Well, you don't, but you get what I mean. And then you'll get that Druid that we placed last round to a 030 Druid of the Jungle mid 37. And set it to first. We're getting 4 Druid of the Jungles just to one-shot the Moab insides. Nothing too interesting. Oh yeah, also, use brambles on the camos of 37. And speaking of that 4th Druid of the Jungle, we're gonna get that guy right now. The reason we're only getting one of them to 130 is, I'm gonna be honest, just to save money. Getting 130 on the other ones isn't needed. Yeah, get that Druid to 030 Druid of the Jungle set to first. And then before 40, you're going to want to place a Dartling as high as possible in such a way that the right side of the gun touches or is in line with that line right there. And you're going to lock it in the center right over here. And also use a brambles on the Moab. That is very important. And boom, all of the insides got one shot by the Druids, which is kind of cool. And then now we're going to upgrade our Dartling to a 103. Don't get 203, we just want 103 for now. .47 can look very scary, but if you have your mortar spot correctly, you shouldn't die. You don't even have to use this brambles that I use here, I just used it because why not? But yeah, 47 will always look very scary, but I don't think it's possible to actually die if you have your signal flare in the right spot. Before round 50, upgrade your Dartling to a 104 BADS and set it to target independent. You'll also get 204 when you can afford it. And now for 51, you don't actually have to do anything for this round in specific. You can use brambles if you'd like, not needed though. And you're going to place a 220 village, but get 020 first, because you want that camo detection for 53. If you don't get that camo detection for 53, you probably die, and I wouldn't want to risk that. Once you've gotten that 220 village, you're going to place a 320 alchemist next to your Dartling. Just on that platform somewhere. It doesn't matter where on that platform, just on that platform. Whenever you can afford it, place a tack shooter as bottom right as possible to the left of your middle dart monkey. And upgrade it to 420. Now our mid-game setup is complete and we're actually AFK until 74. So, see you then. So, we're back for 74. At some point in the middle of this round, just at some point in 74, you're going to want to move Open's tree point to as low in the middle as you can do it, and place trees there. This isn't actually for 74, this is for 75, but we want to do it earlier just for some extra cooldown stuff and a better spot for it, because the spot actually does kind of matter. Your trees will most likely pop at the end of 75, so you want to be able to claim that money from them. If they don't pop on 75, they will most definitely pop on 76, and if they don't pop on 76, they'll pop on 77. So make sure to collect your money from those trees. That money is very, very important. It's not extra money, it's just the money you would have gotten from popping those balloons without the trees. So we haven't found, OMG, new method to make money in chimps. No, that's not a thing. Just, yeah. For the first wave of 78, you don't want to do anything because Bads and Ring of Fire should be able to handle it. And then, after the first wave has passed, you want to move your trees back as low and as middle as possible and place them. This is exclusively for the camo wave because our Ring of Fire can't see camo, and that's very important to our setup. And our Signal Flare doesn't decamo fast enough. Your trees will probably pop on 79, so claim that money from them. And then, for round 80, move the trees back to the center, use them, and you can use brambles, I guess. It's not entirely needed, but I just use it because. Collect your money from those trees. And then, for the rest of the game, we're going to lock our Bads targeting in the middle, right over there. And after 5 BFBs have popped, you should be able to afford the Inferno Ring. This guy is going to absolutely carry our run. He is just super good. And we're going to set him to strong, because we want that meteor to be hitting ZOMGs, not ceramics. So, at some point soon, you're going to want to place a village as top right as possible over here. And you're going to upgrade it to a 420 primary mentoring with radar scanner. Don't buy this alchemist just yet, just get the upgrades on your village. 420. We'll get this guy to a primary expertise later, but we're leaving him at mentoring for now. And then, you're also going to want to place an alchemist directly above your Inferno Ring. Like, directly above your Inferno Ring. And you're going to upgrade that alchemist to a 420 stronger stimulant. Once you've afforded that, we're going to place a ninja as top right as possible on our platform and upgrade him to a 040 Bloons Sabotage. This guy is like half the reason we're able to pop DDTs this run, because without him, we'd be screwed on 95 and 99. But we have him, so that's good. Now that we've afforded Sabo, we'll start saving up for primary expertise. So I'll see you when we actually have to do stuff. After 89, Open should get level 20, and now trees are very strong. So we're going to put them in the middle, and use them for round 90, because we kind of need them to swallow the DDTs. They'll also help for cleaning up other things in this run, but they're mostly here for the DDTs. '92 may look scary, but you probably won't die. And then for 93, we're going to want to use the Sabotage a few seconds after the round starts, just at some point before the DDTs show up. The DDTs should just get destroyed by Inferno Ring's meteors, and the main attack, kind of. 94 should be completely smooth sailing. You shouldn't die. It might look kind of scary and close, but I don't think there is any real RNG that can happen here. Once 94 is cleared, primary expertise is within reach. So, before 95, we're going to place our trees in the middle, and to use them as the round is starting. That is very important. And then, get primary expertise when you can afford it. And then, just use sabotage once the TTTs show up. Pretty easy. The primary expertise is mostly obtained so we can get the insane pierce on the meteor. Like, because this meteor now has like 6 pierce or something insane. And then, in the middle of 96, we're going to get a 024 Relentless Glue set to strong right over here. Oh yeah, and collect the money from your trees. Very important, as money is somewhat tight this run. 96 should absolutely get destroyed with the help of Relentless, and 97 should as well. Round 97 is such a joke. Why did NK make it this easy? Well, actually it is hard with very specific strategies, but we're not going to talk about those. And then, for 98, you don't have to do anything. Just watch as this round gets melted by Big Castle and Massive Ring of Death. This strategy is kind of crazy for this round specifically. But it does suck to TTTs. So, for 99, we're going to want to place this round 100 damage first strike in the left pool, and set Oben's trees in the middle, use them as the round is starting again, and then use a sabotage on the DDTs. This should allow you to beat 99 very easily. And then for round 100, you're going to want to use brambles, I guess. And then once the bad has reached the last damage phase, you're going to wait until 3 more meteors hit it. 1, 2, 3, and then use first strike. That should take out the bad completely. And now, if you've done everything correctly, you should have your Sanctuary Black Border with an awesome strategy. This strategy is really cool, and the fact that it works is really good. Oben's a fun hero, what can I say? I hope this helped you out. Have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye.